That whole mess started with something that looked tiny from the outside, the kind of thing people would laugh off if they weren't living it every day. But for me it wasn't just one incident, it was everything I'd been swallowing for months. He kept showing up late to the office, over and over again, and every single time someone else had to pick up his slack, sometimes me, sometimes another teammate, and whenever the manager asked about it he always had an excuse locked and loaded. Family stuff, health issues, traffic, you name it. And we all stayed quiet because we wanted to be understanding, but being understanding has a breaking point, and slowly that frustration built up, not just in me but across the whole team, even though no one wanted to be the one to start a confrontation. Then came the day his delay caused us to miss a major deadline. The client was pissed, the manager was stressed, and the blame landed on the people who actually did the work. And in that moment something inside me just snapped. I remember the meeting room feeling freezing cold while my heart was racing, and when the manager asked, "Who's responsible for this delay?" the room went dead silent. And that kind of silence is dangerous because when people stop talking the decision that comes next is either completely wrong or way too extreme. I raised my hand and told the truth. No sugarcoating, no covering for anyone. I laid it all out. How he was always late, how we kept finishing his work, how the workload was unfair, and how this delay was on him. Everyone stared at me. Some faces looked relieved, some shocked, some straight up judging me like I'd broken some unspoken rule. He didn't say a word, just kept staring at the table, and in that silence I felt two things at once. A weird sense of power and a heavy wave of guilt. Management acted fast, HR got involved, warnings were issued, and he was pulled off the project. And that could have been the end of it. But outside the office the story flipped. During lunch people started whispering. Some said, "Finally, someone said it," while others said, "That was too much, you could have handled it quietly." He stopped talking to me completely, and later I found out he was already dealing with a lot in his personal life, family pressure, money problems, and hearing that just made the guilt hit harder. That night I couldn't sleep. My mind kept looping the same question. Did I deliver justice or did I just unload my frustration? If I'd talked to him privately earlier, would it have ever reached this point? Or was speaking up necessary no matter how bad the timing was? The next day the office felt off. The manager seemed satisfied because discipline had been set. The team workflow was smoother. Deadlines were getting hit. But that empty chair kept catching my eye, reminding me that my honesty became a turning point in someone else's career, or maybe their downfall. That's when it really hit me that the line between justice and overreaction is insanely thin, and most of the time we cross it when we're exhausted. The truth was the system needed honesty, but the human side probably needed a little more compassion, and even now I still can't fully decide whether what I did was right or if I went too far. But one thing's clear, if I had stayed silent, the team would have kept getting screwed over, and by speaking up, someone else paid a heavy price. And that's why I'm still stuck with the same question I'm asking you now. Was it justice, or was it an overreaction? Comment below.